All right, call the meeting to order. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. Thank you very much. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Nordby,
Here.
Councilmember Woods,
Here.
Councilmember McKenzie,
Here.
Councilmember Schweer,
Here.
Mayor Monge.
Here. Can I have a motion to adopt the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second, Woods, second? McKenzie? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. First up, we have a presentation this evening. We have a proclamation for a Gene Berwald Day. We have Gene's son and Gene's grandson here today. So Bill and Brian, if you guys could join us up to the podium, please.
I would like the whole council to come down because he meant so much to all of us. So please, everybody come down.
Yeah, please. All right, well, I can't tell you how much Gene has meant to the city, so I'll just jump into our proclamation. So, honoring Gene Berwald, whereas Gene Berwald spent his life deeply rooted in the North St. Paul and White Bear Lake communities, where he built not only a livelihood, but a legacy grounded in relationships, integrity, and service. And whereas Gene exemplified an enduring commitment to community service, contribution to charitable efforts, and embodying the highest ideals of generosity and civic responsibility. And whereas he helped grow and lead the Berwald Roofing and Sheet Metal, a family business founded in 1936, serving as respected president and steward of multi-generational enterprise that contributed significantly to the growth and development of North St. Paul and the greater Twin Cities region. As well, and whereas under his leadership, the company became known for its quality craftsmanship and played a vital role in major regional construction projects, contributing to infrastructure, economic strength, and the skyline of Minnesota, while enhancing the overall vitality of the community it served. And whereas through thoughtful investment in both people and community, his work supported and sustained the employment of many, reflecting a steadfast commitment to building a strong future and expanding opportunity for generations of workers and families. And whereas he was recognized as a valued member and pillar of North St. Paul community, and these experiences and contributions preserved with the local historic record through effort to document the honor and community heritage. And whereas his life marked an extraordinary generosity, unwavering trustworthiness, and sincere willingness to listen, mentor, and uplift others, leaving a profound enduring influence on his family, friends, employees, and the broader community. And whereas this legacy reflects a vision of community grounded in service, investment, and shared success, strengthening the foundation for continued growth and prosperity. Now therefore be it proclaimed that we honor the life and legacy of Gene Berwald and do hereby designate May 5th, 2026 as Gene Berwald Day in recognition of his enduring contribution to the city of North St. Paul and for the example he has set throughout a life of hard work, generosity, leadership, and service. In witness thereof, this proclamation is issued in honor of a life well served and a legacy that will continue to inspire and guide future generations. Thank you. Want to say anything at all? But otherwise, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. Thank you. Take care.
All right, thank you, everyone. It was an honor to do that.
Indeed. All right, on to the consent agenda. Item A, April 7th, 2026, workshop and regular meeting minutes. Item B, general claims of $545,715.71. Item C, HRA claims of $9,749.61. Item D, acceptance of the 2025 financial reports that were audited by the city's audit firm of LB Carlson LLP. And item E, the AFSCME non-essential union supplemental agreement for 2026 for summer hours.
All right. Anyone like to pull anything at this time? If not, can I have a motion, please? So move. Councilmember McKenzie.
Second.
Second, Councilmember Nordby. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. We will open to the public now at 6:39. John Schmall.
Hey, John.
Hello.
Evening. John Schmall, 2750 Chisholm Avenue. Just trying to help out. I'm always trying to be helpful. And you've got a resolution tonight that, if I can find it, because I just had an eye exam and I'm not up to all those nice things that they pour in your eyes and you can't see for a whole day. Anyway, in one of the whereases, it says the city of North St. Paul has applied to the city of North St. Paul. Now, there's a shoe-in for you. You want to take you can bet on anything these days, and you could bet $1 million on that and win. Anyway, that a lot with variance of 9.07. Is it not customary to state what the unit is, like miles or blocks or feet? Maybe it should have a feet there. I suggest that it has feet there. And second item is that it was very nice that you included in the newsletter the link to the presentation to the Senate committee on the boneheaded idea of multicultural something or other, and turned it into a wonderful benefit for the city to take on and say, we're going to build a water tower with that. Now, if you pull that off, man, that is amazing. Just think of all the cities or counties or whatever governments who would have liked to have had a consideration for their increase or fixing of their water infrastructure. And you probably would have had, if you were going head-to-head on that, had a 1 in 4 chance of winning. So if you pull this one off, you ought to give an award to the 3 people that pushed this, Cole, Wong, and Furlong, and give them the keys to the city. Thank you.
Thanks, John.
All right, next up, we got the city business action items and recommendations. We have one item on, so item A, a variance request for 2357 7th Avenue East. We have Community Development Director Ken Roberts here to discuss.
Thank you, Mr. Frandl. Mayor, members of the council, as Brian introduced, this is variance request for the property at 2357 7th Avenue East. The location of this property is here on the corner, near the 5 corners of 7th, 3rd, and right on the northeast corner of that. This little larger image of the property, the city is the owner and the city is the applicant for this request. And it's actually 2 variance requests. It's a lot width variance of 9.07 feet for the proposed eastern lot, and driveway setback variance of 1.5 feet from the side lot line for both the western and eastern lots. I'll get to where we're at in a minute. So this is the location of the student-built house. It's under construction now. This photo was taken about a month ago or so, so the house is almost all sided now and moving along. Hopefully it would be finished by mid-June. And this is in the locations in our R2 zoning district, which has a minimum lot width of 50 feet for each lot and setback requirements for driveways of a minimum of 3 feet from each property line. This is the survey that the city had completed after the structure was framed up. And what the city is working towards is subdividing this into 2 lots, so each unit of the twin home can be sold off as a separate entity. And we found after we had the survey done that this eastern lot is only 40.93 feet wide instead of the 50 feet as normally required by the zoning code. And the driveways, because the attached garages are right next to each other out front, their driveway, or the width between the driveways is only 3 feet. Thus, they'd only have a 1.5 foot setback from this proposed property line down the middle. And this line was surveyed in following the party wall, or the center wall between the 2 units. We had that done after that was framed in, so we had an exact location to make sure that we don't have a property line not meeting not following the wall that was built. So looking at our application materials that was prepared by staff for this review, again, the proposal is to create the 1 lot that's 40.93 feet in width instead of the 50. Would this be in harmony with the purposes and intent of the ordinance? It's staff's opinion it is. It is 2 units. The zoning allows the 2 units. The challenge is the funky shape of the lot with this. It's narrow at the back and the angled out here. This structure couldn't shift any farther to the south and west because we have to maintain the 15-foot setback off the side street. And we kept it right at the 6-foot setback, which is the minimum on this side. So after all that and we get it surveyed, we find out we're under the minimum lot width of 50 feet. Will there be any adverse effects on the neighbors, the health, safety, or the welfare? No. Is the proposal to use the property in a reasonable manner? Yes. It'll be 2 units, and whether it would be, going back again to this, 2 units that would be in 1 building under 1 ownership, or 2 units on 2 lots, in my mind, there's really no significant difference. It's 2 units, 2 driveways, same number of people. It just allows for separate sale of side A and side B is what the subdivision will do. And we cannot process a subdivision if the variance is not approved. So that's the primary reason for this. And again, this really, in our minds, the special conditions were the shape of the property, making it more challenging to fit a reasonably sized structure on there, meeting all the other setback requirements. So again, I touched on this. The proposed variance is consistent with the comprehensive plan. Most of the zoning ordinance, except the variance requirements I spoke of, certainly will not adversely affect the health, safety, and welfare of the city or neighbors. There are, and again, staff's opinion, special conditions of the property because of the corner lot and the shape of the property. And the proposed variances are the minimum necessary to alleviate the difficulties. So process review, we did have published a public hearing notice for the Planning Commission meeting that was published on March 23rd. We had the Planning Commission meeting with the public hearing on April 2nd, 2006. Planning Commission had a good discussion about this. Councilmember Nordby may want to touch on that. In the end, Planning Commission recommended approval of the 2 variance requests that we've outlined, and staff is recommending approval of the resolution that would adopt the findings of fact and reasons for the approval of the variance application for the property at 2357 7th Avenue East. And with that, I will take questions.
From the notices that were sent to you, I saw on there that you sent notices to all neighbors within 350 feet. Did they raise any concerns or anything?
We had, I think the primary concerns were more about traffic and safety,
Okay,
especially at the five corners, and the concern about vehicles backing out of the driveway,
okay,
which is a concern, but it's not related to the variance.
right,
There's more information.
okay, yep. Which wouldn't change regardless of whether,
It wouldn't matter what was there. It's a brutal corner.
right,
Correct.
okay.
Would it change the address, though? Would it be considered Unit A and Unit B, or would they add an extra address in there for the second unit?
If the minor subdivision's approved, we will add a second address.
Okay.
Be a whole separate house number.
Any other questions? Any other comments?
I believe Ken's description of it, the gentleman to the east, thank you, was there. A lot of his concerns were about the traffic. And there again, the building as it stands, without a variance, met all the building codes to build the way it sits. He didn't like the 6-foot setback from the east line, but there again, the way it's zoned, that was fully with the building codes, and we didn't need a variance to build the building where it sits. So I agree with Ken's statement. It was more about traffic and safety concerns, which any building on that lot would have had the same concerns. It has nothing to do with the variance as proposed. There was a lot of discussion at the Planning Commission about this one. I believe the final vote was 4-2. It is my understanding that in order to get a variance, you have to prove hardship. Although I really am greatly impressed and proud of the work that Ken and Chris do, I don't feel, in my opinion, that they have proven hardship beyond financial means. And financial means are not allowed to create a variance on its own. There has to be some other hardship. And I know they stated the odd shape of the lot, but I don't believe that they've proven the hardship needed to grant the variance. So therefore, I will be voting no on this tonight.
Okay.
I too will go with Jason and agree to that. I also don't believe one can argue that we've granted these variances for other building contractors in the cities here inside North St. Paul, and we have, but we've seen their plans. They've been brought to Planning Commission. They've been brought to City Council. This was a piece of land that was spotted for parks. It then was decided that we're going to use it as, because the city owns it, we're going to use it and build a student home there. Student home was built there. There wasn't discussion around that. And to then, if we knew that we were building this, we knew what the lot was going to be, why didn't we know what the setback was going to be on top of that? So I say that it is poor planning as a whole, and therefore I will not vote on this.
Okay. All right. Can I have a motion, or does that we have to do now? A motion, so to approve the variance?
So moved.
So move. Councilmember Woods?
Second.
Second. Councilmember McKenzie? All those in favor of the ordinance, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. Next up, we have reports from city manager and departments. So we had a staff meeting today. Electric Department has 3 linemen down in Marshall for underground training this week. Quick Trip is working on their second car wash right now. They killed the power. They're working on a generator right now, so you can get that switched over by Friday. They started interviews, and they are ongoing. They have a bore crew in town working in the Northwood Park area for installing conduit for upgrading the electric system around that area. Communications has been sharing construction updates. They've started for the mill and overlay parts of the project, also in the Northwood project area. Ava's been going to them and getting updates out to everybody, so that's great. And the event prep is underway, and we're ready to go for our Saturday city cleanup. So we'll see you there. Human Resources, Jenny has been very busy running from the department to department with interviews, helping out. And also, she's been working a lot with the Paycom. We got it all settled away now, or she does, for the full transition to Paycom for our applications, which has really streamlined that process, which is nice. Finance is also very busy with all their applications. They had 89 applications, actually. They whittled it down. I think they're doing how many? 9 interviews on that? Did 9? So, and then we're 2.5 weeks away from Jackie retiring. So, and she's been training Melissa, and she's doing a really good job picking up on it and taking the responsibilities well. We do have a send-off party for Jackie on May 22nd. Police is getting busy and ramped up, getting sergeant applications, which is open through the end of May. They're also conducting ride-alongs to recruit strong candidates for the position. They've been working hard with Motorola team. They are on site for setup and testing of our new system, which is body cams and car setups. Also got their 3 new squads ordered. That's usually about a 2 to 3 month process before we get the chassis in, then they get them set up after they come in.
Faster than a fire truck, or
Yes, it
ladder
is.
truck.
And less expensive. Public Works is also working on their interview process, which Jenny's been helping out with. Of course, we got the road project underway in the Northwood area. They're keeping an eye on that. Also, they've started up and to finish off last year's project and get that going. Working on the pond now in the Casey Lake area. Working with the student-built house, they are nearing completion. They are looking, their year ends on May 15th, so they're really close. Still working on winter damage around town for things that got hit with the snowplows, just yards and things like that. Softball field maintenance is in progress. 2025 project infrastructure for valve and wire testing and repairs from the project that was started last year for the road recon. And they're looking at pulling on their summer staff already, which is starting up the week of May 19th. Fire's been busy. They've been working with the state marshal. They've been starting up a program to see statewide department assessments. There was a Women's Explore Fire Day that they had sent 4 women explorers down for that, so that was kind of nice. We had our old engine posted online and did not receive its minimum bid, so we are going to repost that. They got Brent and Ethan are attending training this week, and we are close to having this door system up and going, but they're still waiting. Got 1 to 2 weeks waiting on parts so we can get them fully implemented. And community development is working, as he mentioned earlier, with the garbage haulers. Did 1 interview last week, and the other one is tomorrow. So we'll get back to you with that probably at the next one. They also been working getting the applicants for the tree giveaway, which is now closed, so participants are now being notified if they got a tree. That's all I got for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ron, why don't you take 3 giant steps up here and tell us about the driveway or the EDA, the parking lot between Sidewinders, what that's gonna be and how long before people can park on it and everything else.
You dig it up?
What's that?
You dig it up?
No, they were supposed to start on Monday. A little delay with the contractor. They're starting tomorrow.
Okay.
We have it posted for no parking. So I don't know if it's gonna carry over to next week, but they're should be out there milling it tomorrow and hopefully paving by the end of the week. The plan was to mill it up Monday, Tuesday, get it paved, and then get it striped, and then have a day, for it to kind of cure out. So I'll have to get back to you on when the final will be, but they're supposed to start tomorrow, so.
Good, well, it's on the way.
Yeah, we posted it on Friday for no parking for this week, but contractor got delayed a little bit, so.
Who's doing it? Who's doing the job?
Park construction, yeah.
Oh, good, well, it's gonna look nice when it's done.
Yeah, so
Thanks for
stay
the
tuned,
update.
yep.
Let's start.
All right, thank you. Commissions, council members, committees, everybody else. Anything?
Sure. Yeah, Parks and Rec, the last council meeting, I misled people and said it was on the 29th, and that was the 5th Wednesday of the month, not the 4th Wednesday. So that was my mistake, my apologies. Ron actually was there talking about some extra space that Public Works needs and potential of some use down at McKnight Field. I asked and so does the commission, for transparency on what that looks like. Other than that, they discussed more about who's assigning parks and who's in charge of what parks. That said, too, citywide cleanup is, not citywide, let me go back to that. Park cleanup day is Saturday, May 16th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. All the parks in North St. Paul. And friendly reminder for City Cleanup Day, it was posted on social media yesterday, but this is not a free event, that it is being charged. So please keep in mind, for all residents, it is being charged. It is not a free event.
And limited size for vehicles too.
Yep.
And cash or check, not cards or phones.
All right. Thank you for the update.
Nothing for me.
Yes, sir.
Arts and Culture will be meeting, tomorrow night in council chambers here at 6:30.
All right. Thank you very much.
The Planning Commission meeting for May 7th has been canceled, I believe, due to lack of agenda.
Lack of quorum.
I don't
Quorum.
want to say lack of interest, no, it was a lack of quorum. Okay. Yeah, the good news is we didn't have any applicants, so we're not putting anybody off, so, yeah.
All right.
We're short one person, we're still looking for somebody.
Okay, that's good. That's my favorite spot. I love being on the planning commission, so hope we can get somebody. Any news, general business news from anybody?
I got some.
All righty.
Well,
Oh, you got stats.
I got.
I forgot.
Thank you
The
to
king of
Ava
garage
for the garage sales. It was a phenomenal weekend for us. I asked people, I said, where were you guys from after they reading the letters and that? I had people from Maple Grove, Brooklyn Park, Esco, Minnesota up by Duluth, New Brighton, South Minneapolis, McAllister area, Woodbury, Inver Grove. Oh my God, it was Forest Lake, Hudson, Amory. They came from all over. It was a success in this town.
Wow.
It was very good.
And your Brooklyn Center guy gave you a nice
He
compliment?
says, the people down there, I want to move down here. I said, well, come on.
Yeah. So good. Well, thank you for that update.
Thanks.
I just want to echo Councilmember McKenzie's statement and give a huge shout out to Ava. I heard nothing but good about the Trash to Treasure Day. It was our first inaugural one, and as far as I'm concerned, she hit a home run.
Yep.
So thank you, Ava.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
I'll agree to that, and I think that was a great thing that the city came up with this year. I took part in it. I didn't take part in the garage sale piece, but everything on my curb was gone, so thanks to those who grabbed it.
It's just so nice. You get the sale, you get the freebies for people that need it, then you get the, what we don't need, take away.
Take it.
What a
Dump it in the
wonderful time to be
dump it in the
alive.
garbage.
My hope is that because of that, the city cleanup day this weekend is fairly quiet.
Yes.
So shorter lines and everything for everybody, but unfortunately, I will not be able to be there, so, but yeah.
I do want to thank, Jack's not here, but Brian, Mayor, for going down to the Senate and speaking. Much like what Mr. Schmal had indicated regarding those dollars, and if we can hit a home run with those to go to the water tower, that would be great. Mayor, I encourage you to watch the video again, and you'll understand why I'm asking you to do that.
The video of which?
The video of the request for the water tower.
That was there, yeah, okay. All right, well, can I get a motion to, well, let me tell you when his next meeting is. How is that? May 19th. So that'll be our next meeting. Can I get a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
So move. Got a tie here between Woods and Schweer. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, everybody have a great week, and thanks.
Sounds good, thank you.